What up, what up, what's up, betting world? It's Chris Teresi here, professional sports bettor, founder of www.wecoverspreads.com. Here to give you guys a Tuesday betting market report. And also, besides just breaking down this market report today, we're going to also talk about some early line moves, a little bit of sharp money moves in college football at the end after we go through this Texas Detroit breakdown. Just to let everybody know, recap yesterday, fresh off a 2-0 day, we hit with the Lions. They stopped the Bears at the last second from a potential backdoor cover, and we also hit the over with the Tigers Rangers on that grand slam by Nelson Cruz. Thanks, Nelson. Definitely made us some money yesterday, and I do have a play up for sale right now on game 3 between the Tigers and Rangers. Guys can pick that up at the site. Hit 10 out of our last 12 games since the season ended. We're 80% winners, monitored and documented. 8 out of 10 in the playoffs. We're up over 32 units of profit in that span. Money's rolling in. You guys want to hop on today? You're more than welcome. Still got playoff packages up to take you through the World Series. So that's that. As far as this game 3 behind the counter market breakdown. As always, you're going to see this is kind of repetitive. Squares betting the favorite on the run line. You're seeing 8 out of 10 tickets come in on that. From speaking with sources, you're also looking at about 3 out of 5 bets coming in on the favorite, Detroit on the money line. They say they expect that to maybe come down to like 50-50 as we get closer to first pitch, and the total's right at 50-50 right now, so books are happy with that. They're not exposed with a total here. It's just the run line that has them exposed. That's the biggest exposure. A lot of squares are betting the run line, but as the day goes on and we get closer to the first pitch, we'll probably see squares always like to bet the run line and the over as well. So that's pretty much the breakdown with that. When we go to how the lines moved, and as I always say, you can't really pay too much attention to baseball line movement, but Vegas oddsmaker source opened this up at Detroit minus 133. And it has settled right now down to minus 130, so it's not really much of a movement. Total at 8.5, minus 120 vig to bet the over. Speaking here in New York, opened up at minus 125 yesterday. Detroit was bet all the way up to minus 135, has been bet back down as I'm recording this to minus 125. The total opened up at 9 here in New York and has been bet down to 8.5 with the same thing, minus 120 vig coming in on the over if you want to bet the over. And to give you guys the breakdown on this game, if Sharp saw a 9, they bet it under. That was kind of yesterday's move. So it's interesting to see what's happening at 8.5 right now. I think Sharps are kind of just waiting to see weather and studying the ump. They're putting a lot of statistics together before they bet the over in this game here. So they haven't made a move on the total yet, but the side's a little bit different. We saw here in New York, we saw a definite early move, and I think even offshore they could say the same thing. The early move was on Detroit. A lot of sharp money came on Detroit last night once they lost that game by the Grand Slam. So that was the early sharp move was Detroit. But today's a whole different story. Texas seems to be where the sharp money's going today. So it's a different group of guys, though. The guys who bet Detroit bet them early, and they're staying with that. That's their bet. But there's a lot of Texas money coming in from, other sharps that did not take Detroit yesterday. So it's kind of a 50-50 thing there. It depends who you speak with. Like I said, there's guys, they took Detroit yesterday, last night, after that loss, and they pounded it. That's why we've seen the line move up about a dime. And then today, books, they're pretty happy because they're seeing the buyback from a lot of other sharps who like Texas. So there's not a clear-cut sharp move here. It's kind of a little bit tossed up. But there's been no, like I said, the guys who bet Detroit yesterday have not bought off. They haven't just jumped ship and hopped on Texas today. So that's pretty much the way that one is going and breaking down so far. Now, something I wanted to get into is definitely I like to go over, early line moves in college football. Now, one, I'm not endorsing these plays. I'm not saying to go out and bet them. This is just where the early sharp monies come from, different sources I've spoken with. So definitely get your pens ready because there's quite a bit of early movement here. But just so everybody knows, just because there's an early line move, that doesn't mean that's a true position. Sometimes it's head fake money. And what head fake money is I've talked about before. Say, sharps see a game it opens up at minus 7, but they really want the dog at plus 10. And they know that the betting public isn't really going to be involved with that game. Maybe it's a middle market game. Maybe it's a Sun Belt game or, Conference USA game. It's not a game where the betting marketplace is, the public is going to move the line in the direction they want. So maybe they'll bet that favorite at -7 early in the week, pound it all the way up till they get it to hit +10, and then bet the other way, go over the top, it's called, and hedge, set up a middle. They'll bet the dog at 10 later in the week. So be leery with a lot of these college football line moves. Some of these are true position, some aren't. It's a lot of games, and I don't have time to go through each and every one and tell you which one's true position. And I think some of these it's kind of obvious which ones you're gonna see like true position on, and which ones are head fake money. So it's up to you to kind of do your homework and monitor the lines throughout the week. But basically, get your pens ready. Gonna just rattle them off to you. These are early sharp moves in college football heading into this weekend. These are moves that took place Sunday night, Monday night, and here early Tuesday morning. San Jose State, Purdue, Texas A&M, Bowling Green, Mississippi State, Temple, Rutgers, Missouri, Florida State, Northern Illinois, South Florida, SMU, Western Kentucky, Oregon State, Memphis, Maryland, Kansas State, Idaho, and Oregon. That's all the early moves. That's a lot of moves right there, and a lot of it isn't true position. Some of it is true position, but like I said, I don't have time to go through all of them. But that could give you guys a good start to circle all those games and kind of start doing your handicap, and that's where the early sharp money has gone early in the week so far in college football. About to sign off. Until tomorrow is another day. Oh, and guys, new blog up on my site about NFL totals. How the over has been such a moneymaker this year. Go check that out. Featuring a buddy of mine, Mikey Connolly. He's in the blog with me. We did a little question and answer back and forth on it. It's a really good blog. Definitely go check that out. It's up on the site right now. All right. Talk to you all tomorrow.